Now, it is often convenient to replace vectors what an angle to something with two vectors that are mutually perpendicular, i.e. at 90 degrees to each other. That is because when vectors are at 90 degrees to each other, they do not affect each other. So what I'm going to do is show you how to replace this vector here, which in fact shows a ball being thrown at 12 meters per second at 60 degrees to R horizontal, into two vectors. So there's equivalent to two vectors. One vector will be pointing straight up vertically, and the other one will be going along horizontally. So first of all, let me remind you of some simple tricks. So I'll draw a simple trig triangle down here. So we have, if this is the angle theta, this is our opposite, our adjacent, and our hypotenuse. Now remember, sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse, and cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. And the other one, which is tan theta, write it here, tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. Those are the ratios that you should remember with this diagram. So what we're going to do, replace that by two vectors. So one way to do that, we're going to replace it by one going horizontally and one going vertically. Okay, so the first vector will be simply 12 times, so it's going to be that direction, 12 times cos of 60 degrees, which equals 12, and cos of 60 is 0.5, 12 times 0.5, which equals 6. So one vector is 6 meters per second going horizontally. So there we go, we can draw one there, that is going at 6 meters per second. Now the other one is, now if that's 60, that's 30 degrees there. So the other one can be 12 times the cosine of 30 degrees, which equals 12 times, I think it's 0.866. I'll just double check on my calculator. Cosine of 30 degrees equals, 0.866. Sorry, 0.86, yes, 0.866. And that equals 10.4 meters per second. So I'll write it down here. 10.4 meters per second. So we have, that will be completely replaced by equivalent to, and I'll rub the working out to show you, by two vectors, one of 6, going horizontally, and one going up there, with a velocity of 10.4 meters per second. Okay, and we can then use this information to do various questions. Okay, now often in these questions you often use, instead of using the cosine, use sine. So you could have written, for this one it would still be, that would be 12 cos 60 degrees, but often you'll find for the vertical one we use the same angle, and they're complementary as such, so therefore that would be 12 sine of 60 degrees. Okay, because the cosine of 90 minus theta is equal to the sine of theta. So therefore the cosine of 30 degrees is equal to the sine of 60 degrees.